everybody, and welcome to Darling Stadium on a Monday night here as the Hampton Crabbers will be playing host to the Kecoughtan Warriors. Mike Hauser along with Paul Rowe, Brent Musgrove, and Bob Killen on a cool evening here on October the 9th, 2006. It is a Monday night game because...
well, we had some inclement weather over the weekend, Mike, and they had to reschedule all the games in the Peninsula District, and they're being played tonight throughout the Peninsula at Todd Stadium here at Darling.
Had one already earlier tonight.
Had one already today. We had the Bethel game and Gloucester game right before this one, and now we're going to see Hampton and Kecoughtan.
So while we take a little bit of a break, send it down to the field where our colleague Brent Musgrove is down there as he will interview the Kecoughtan head coach, Glenn Tidwell.
Thanks, Mike. I'm here with Coach Glenn Tidwell, the new head coach of the Kecoughtan Warriors. Coach, you're off to a pretty good start. You're 3-1, I think, as we stand here, 2-1 in the district. How does it feel in your first year?
Well, I'm encouraged. You know, we've done a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll continue to build on those the rest of the season. But tonight will be a big step towards that.
Talking about tonight's game, it's time to focus in, I guess. And all of y'all have had a couple of extra days, which is going to shorten up next week. You're just 0.2 of a point behind Hampton in the Division 5 ratings. What kind of a game do you see tonight with the change in the field conditions?
Well, I just walked the field, and it doesn't seem too bad. So, you know, I think the field will be fine. It's just a matter of, you know, guys keeping their footing and that sort of deal. But I think we'll be fine.
Well, given the conditions, you know, people like to say that when the fields are bad, passing's got an advantage. Can we expect to see more passing from you tonight or not?
Yeah, if we need to, we'll pass. But, you know, right now we want to try to run the ball. That's what we do, and hopefully we'll be better at it tonight than we were a couple of weeks ago and, of course, last week. So, but if we need to pass, we'll pass. Well,
you know you're playing a passing team, so that's going to back things up a little bit. I want to thank you for coming down to talk to us, and good luck and congratulations on a great start to a new year. Thanks again, Coach. Okay, Mike, back up to you, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot. Earlier tonight, the Bethel Bruins took care of business with the Gloucester Dukes right here on this field about 2.5 hours ago as they defeated Gloucester 13-0. Tonight's game could be a good game. Both teams 3-1, 2-1 in the district for Kecoughtan, 3-0 for the Crabbers in the district. If we want to take a little bit of a break here, we'll send it back down to Brent as he has Coach Mike Smith from the Hampton Crabbers for an interview.
Thanks again, Mike. I'm here with Coach Mike Smith, as everybody knows, in his 37th year in Peninsula District football. Coach, this is a kind of a new, unusual thing for you, 2 days before the next game when you play Denby. But let me ask you this, how do you think the field conditions going to play out tonight? Think going to help you or hurt you?
I really don't think it's going to be a factor for either team because we just walked out, and actually the field's in good shape. So, you know, football's football. You play, unless it's light and thunder, you play, you know, unless you have to stake yourself down. But ended up, they've done a very good job here. The field's in good shape. First game apparently didn't do any damage to it, so I think the field's going to be fair to both teams tonight.
Well, thanks, Coach. Of course, as I said to Coach Tidwell, sometimes people like to think the passing game is favored in a sloppy field, but according to what you're saying, it's not going to make that much different field conditions. Is that right?
Well, I really don't think it's sloppy. I think probably both teams have a certain degree of quickness. You know, their backs are, and their linebackers are very quick. Our team's relatively quick, so if anything, maybe it may have a little bit of loose footing, but I don't think it's going to be a big factor for either team. The field's actually in pretty good shape.
Well, let me ask you about a couple of people. It was great to see Finner back, looking good. How do you feel about him now? Is he still 100% yet?
I think he probably 100% when he came back. I know he was probably hobbled just a little bit, but had a very small tear in the meniscus, and they removed it. Had it not been what they called a bucket handle tear, which locked the knee, he couldn't straighten his knee. I don't think he'd ever missed. If it'd just been a floater, he'd been okay. He could have had it taken out at the end of the year, but Dr. Snyder did a great job, got him out of there, and did minimal invasive surgery there, and he was back in a hurry. Wayne McMaster took him over and worked him real hard and rehab, so two guys probably put him back on his feet quicker than anyone.
Well, Coach, as everywhere else, everything's going well with the Crabbers right now. A couple of really big games that went by, and tonight's another one of the old rivalries. I call it the third rivalry in the district, and I want to thank you for taking the time to come over and talk with us. And good luck on tonight's game, and congratulations so far on this year. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Brent. Tonight's game is brought to you by Zoom Sitco with locations throughout the peninsula. Also, Subway, located at 1807 East Pembroke Avenue, where great subs and salads and wraps. And in part by Eric Thompson, Realtor. Call Eric to buy or sell a home or property. Call 881-2004. And in part by Parklawn Wood Funeral Home, located at 2551 North Armstead Avenue, where we have Nancy Staten is the manager. All right, as we're on the field now getting ready for the coin toss. Maybe we...
Kecoughtan won the toss and has deferred their choice until the start of the second half.
All right, here's...
Hampton will receive at this end. Kecoughtan will defend the scoreboard. Step down with me, Hampton Camper.
All right, there's your officials. Carter Ficklin is the referee. The umpire is Alonzo Bell. The line judge is John Lewis. The other line judge is Ted Albert. The field judge is Chip McEnroe. And the side judge is Craig Moore. They are your officials for tonight's game. Hampton lost the toss. Kecoughtan won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Hampton will start off on offense.
And that's where they have had a lot of success this year, Mike. They are ranked first in the district with 321 total yards, 172 of that coming on the rushing, and 150 coming through the air. One of the highest passing yardage in the district.
Boy, have we got some
loud we got some noise there.
Ooh-wee.
Band must be passing through one of our mics down on the field. But we should see a good game here with a lot of offense. Kecoughtan also this year, a good rushing team, averaging at about 177 yards per game, a little bit better than Hampton at their 172. But what Kecoughtan lacks is the passing game. They are averaging 60 yards a game compared to Hampton's 150, and that could make a big difference here. And, of course, as we all know, Tyrod Taylor, the quarterback for the Crabbers, one heck of a player so far this year, Mike.
Alejandro to kick off for the Warriors. Little squibber taken out about the 23-yard line by one of the upbacks. He's got a big opening. He's got blockers in front. He's down to the 30, and he is brought down at the Warrior 25-yard line. Great run.
Mike, he was brought down by the last man there, the kicker, Philip Alejandro, number 17, who forced him out of bounds.
All right, the offensive starters for the Crabbers.
For the Hampton Crabbers, the wide receiver, Matt Mitchell, number 1. Jacoby Fenner, the running back, number 2. Tyrod Taylor, quarterback, number 5. At flanker, Matthew Schaefer, number 8. At running back, Doug Graves, number 42. The center, Kyle Six, number 55. The guard, Ivy Wilkins, number 61. The other guard, Chris Ragsdale, number 62. The tackle, Tyrell Wilson, number 66. The other tackle, Coslin Newsom, number 72. Wide receiver, Reginald Hicks, number 80.
And there goes Tyrod Taylor on a first play keeper for about 11 yards up the middle for a first down. By the way, the runner who ran the kickoff back, Paul Shaw, was about 32 yards on the carry.
He was about 32 yards short of taking that one all the way in, Mike, and we've seen Hampton with the big plays this year.
Right about their own 40-yard line on the return. It looked like he tried to change directions, and he kind of tripped himself with his other player, and that kind of slowed him down.
Here's the replay of the kickoff here on the screen now.
And it was 42 yards on the return, according to Mr. Musgrove, and I appreciate that. There's a handoff up the middle to Jacoby Fenner down near the 5. I believe he's going to get near the 7 is where they're going to mark it. Looks like a gain of about 8 on the play.
Derek Mayo, number 10, took him out. And here's the defense for Kecoughtan. Number 1, Isaiah Shepard, the cornerback. The safety, Earl Peoples, number 2. The other cornerback, Charles Chivas, number 6. The linebacker, William Tate, number 7. The other linebacker, Dakota Mathis, number 9. Linebacker, number 10, Derek Mayo. Lineman, Ryan Suedo, number 12. Linebacker, number 20, Grant West. Linebacker, number 22, Elvon George. Lineman, Tony Thomas, number 52, Terry Thomas, and Calvin Ruffin, number 56, lineman.
That was Fenner, the ball carrier, to the 5, gain of 2. That's close to a first down. They'll probably end up doing a measurement here. Let's see if they stop it.
Watch the replay here, Mike, as you see the runner does a little dance step there to get outside. Derek Mayo grabs him as he gets down right to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's a half a yard shy of the first down. 3rd down and 1.
Hampton moving the ball real easily right now.
Might be one of those patent and pull them offside plays. Deep back on the carry, down inside the 5 to the 2, easily first down for the Crabbers.
Well, lost his step as he got near the line there, but
that was again Fenner.
Recovered enough to make that first down. You can watch the replay on this. He gets the ball, you can see him right there, kind of slips, and then gets through, picks up a couple of more yards to make sure he's got that first down. So Hampton on the move here, Mike.
First and goal just inside the 3 for the Crabbers. On their initial set of downs here in the first period of play. Taylor on a keeper up the middle, close to the goal line, touchdown.
Got to be in there.
Crabbers take the early lead here within the first couple of minutes. We have no clock, by the way, so we're going to have to rely on the officials to tell us how much time's left in the game. Apparently during the first game this afternoon, the clock went boom somewhere between the first and second period.
On the replay, you can see Taylor with the keeper just drives it right on in. And as we all know, Tyrod Taylor, a double threat at quarterback, an excellent runner and an excellent passer.
This is Mitchell for the extra point out of the hold of Sean Fields. Kicks up, looks plenty distance on it, and it is good. So the Crabbers strike blood here first in the first period of play on their initial drive, as they had a great kickoff return of some 42 yards by Paul Shaw to get him in great field position, and they marched right in for the touchdown. Hampton 7 and Kecoughtan nothing.
And in just a minute, we're going to get to take a look at the Hampton defense when they come out on the field, Mike. And as much as we talk about their offense being very potent, averaging about 37 points per game, their defense is just as stingy. 9.5 points is what they're allowing per game so far this year. So when you get a team scoring at 37 and allowing 9, you've got something. All right, here we go.
All right, as we get ready, the Crabbers now will kick off. Pat Mitchell is setting up the ball on the tee right now. Looks like he's going to kick the ball towards the far side. Little pooch kick to the left side, and it goes out of bounds.
That's squibbed that one over.
3 times in a row now that I've seen Hampton kick off, and all 3 of them they've kicked out of bounds.
All right, here is the Warriors offense. Isaiah Shepard, the running back, number 1. Quarterback, number 2, Earl Peoples. Tight end, number 6, Charles Chivas. Wide receiver, Dakota Mathis, number 9.
Illegal procedure.
Fullback,
against the kicking
Elvon
team.
George, number 22.
Free kick out of bounds.
In Travis McBride, number 33. Deep. Tackle, Terry Thomas, number 52. Guard, Chris LaFoe, number 55. Guard, Calvin Ruffin, number 56. Center, Tyler Patton, number 60. Tackle, Patrick Amick, 71. And that's the offense for the Kecoughtan Warriors. And sorry to talk over that referee there.
That's all right. The Crabbers now have sent out Marquise Bassett. He is the gentleman normally kicks off for the Crabbers. 5-yard penalty. I was real surprised that Kecoughtan didn't take the ball on the 30-yard line. Or is it the 30? I believe it's the 35-yard line.
35.
So I guess Hampton will kick off deep now. Let's see what Bassett does.
We'll find out why Kecoughtan wanted to do this real quick.
As the kick is to the 20-yard line, taken there by the Warriors. He's at the 35, and I guess that's the reason
that's
why.
The reason right there.
He's down near midfield. So he gets a great run there.
And here's the Crabbers' defense that's so tough. Linebacker Jacoby Fenner, number 2. Cornerback Tyrod Taylor, number 5. Cornerback Sean Fields, number 7. Safety Paul Shaw, number 15. Linebacker Tron Martinez, number 22. Linebacker Marquis Bassett, number 24. Linebacker Billy Evans, number 32. Tackle William Jefferson, number 60. DN Tyrell Wilson, number 66. Tackle Anthony Wardrett, number 70. End James Lynch, number 74. The tough Crabber defense.
Earl Peoples is the quarterback for the Warriors, and he hands the ball off to the upback, who is met by Sean Fields right away, and down he goes. The runner was number 22. I believe that's 22. There is a flag on the play. 22's was just
See this again here.
Elvon George on the carry. See what the call is. It is a hold against the Warriors. There is an injured player on the field right now for the Warriors as we have a timeout being taken by the officiating crew. Earl Peoples is the starting quarterback for the Warriors.
See if we can catch this here on the screen, Mike. You see the handoff there. Sean Fields getting in to make that tackle, and you can see right there on the left-hand side of the screen, looks like one of the players might have twisted their leg.
That was holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
I believe we're
now in an official's timeout. Ouch!
Whoa.
Well, for those of you that don't know it, the refereeing crew now carries a microphone, so not only do we hear it, but the entire stadium hears it. And I'll guarantee you everybody in the city of Hampton heard it that time. Quite loud. By the way, I believe the tackle on that last play was by Jacoby Fenner, number 2. We believe that the injured player possibly is number 51 for the Warriors, who would be Charlie Hellman.
Some of our crowd out here on Monday night, some of the Crabber fans. Strange to have football on a Monday night here on the peninsula.
Monday night
on a
football.
Friday or Saturday.
Like he's got either an ankle or a knee. That is number 60, by the way.
60 is Tyler Padden. He's a senior
offensive lineman. So the 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and that takes them back to the 32-yard line. At the 37-yard line. Still first down. Peoples on a keeper around the left end. Oh, and hit hard. And that gentleman that made the hit was none other than Jacoby Fenner. We're going to see Mr. Fenner in a lot of plays tonight.
Watch the pursuit on this by the Crabber defense. There, the 3, 4, 5 players right there. Man. They've shut the play off to the outside. They've got great pursuit, and they're going to be like that all night long.
That was almost helmet-to-helmet contact there, because when Fenner hit Peoples, he just stopped in his tracks. There's a picture of Crabber head coach Mike Smith.
Last time we saw Fenner, he played like it was all out.
Back to pass is Peoples. He gets hit as he throws it incomplete. 3 receivers out there for the Warriors, and flip a coin as to actually who that one was for, but it was underthrown because he got hit at the line.
You see, the numbers are hard to see on the Crabber players tonight with the red jerseys. See Peoples go back, and there it is, looks like number 60. For the Crabbers.
William Jefferson, if that's the young man who actually got the hit, which I believe it was. Nice penetration through the offensive line for the Crabbers. 3rd down and 19 now for the Warriors. This is their opening possession of the game. 7-0 here. Hampton out in front of the Kecoughtan Warriors. Handoff up the middle to Isaiah Shepard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage and taken straight down. What a defense. The Crabbers' defense really has come on the last 3 weeks. Here's a replay of that game.
See if we can catch it. It looked like Billy Evans, number 32, and that's who it was. Back, or Tron Martinez, number 22, one or the other.
Back to punt now, Alejandro. Back deep to receive the punt, I believe, is Tyrod Taylor. Trying to kick away from him. Nice spiral down to the 22. Gets a lead block, gets outside down the left sideline. He can stay in bounds as he goes out of bounds at the Crabber 44-yard line. Nice return.
They could have made 2 or 3 steps in toward the field there.
About a 23-yard return. Or Taylor, as the Crabbers will take over now, 1st and 10 from their own 44.
Replay on that. Watch him get down the sideline. If he could just catch right there. Oh, he'd have been gone for a long time if he could have kept in.
Not real sure exactly how much time we have left here in the period. We were hoping that the referees would let us know since they are mic'd. This is Hampton's second possession. Handoff up the middle to Fenner, I believe.
Yes, it was.
It picks up about 3 on the play out to the 47-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Crabbers.
Derek Mayo for the Warriors making the stop on that, I believe, number 10. You see him go to the outside, and that's Mayo, number 10, that grabs him around the waist. Kecoughtan's defense going to be put to the test here, as they were already in the first series of play. Hampton with its potent running game.
And off up the middle to the fullback. Good gain all the way to the 44-yard line of the Warriors.
Once again, it looked like Derek Fenner, as we watch the replay here, number 10, that grabs him.
And that was Doug Graves on the run, 42, as he picks up enough yardage for the first down, as the Crabbers now 1st and 10 at the Warrior 44-yard line.
Derek Mayo for the Warriors getting a lot of action here. They're either running at him or he's sniffing out the runner quick.
About midway through the first period of play, back into shotgun is Taylor, as he keeps the ball, runs out wide left and is forced out of bounds over there after a short gain of about 2.
And wrestled down by several of the Warriors as he gets to the far sideline.
Pick up 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7, as the ball sits right at the Warrior 41.
You watch the fake there, and he takes it around that side. Once again, it looked like number 10, Derek Fenner. No, there's Derek Fenner there.
Mayo, you mean?
Mayo, I'm sorry. There's a shot of the sideline. Some of the Crabbers waiting to get into the game. The Hampton Crabbers. Record of 3-1.
Taylor under center. And
a little bit of movement there.
Looks like we got a little bit of offside jumping
Prior
from
to the snap, encroachment against the defense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Well, they gained 5 yards on the play. Now it's going to make it 2nd down and about 2.
Let's see, 1,
I believe
2.
I thought I saw a Hampton player on that end down there move early, but before the Kecoughtan player went across.
He did. The Kecoughtan player definitely went across.
Yeah, a couple of them did. Yeah. 2nd 2 now, ball resting at the 36-yard line of the Warriors. Still here in the first period of play. Keeper by Taylor picks up maybe a yard at the most. He's going to be shy of the 35, as Kecoughtan's defense is really stiffening up here.
Adam Pittman, number 44, one of the tacklers in there for the Kecoughtan Warriors on that one.
Give him a yard. He's a yard shy, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 from the 35-yard line.
See Taylor going right there, getting hit by 44. Pittman. And they're not getting much, Mike. You're right.
Kecoughtan's defense in the front end, front right on the line, seems to be doing a pretty good job stopping the penetration. It's around wide that they're having problems getting, with the exception of Derek Mayo and his ability to go after them. Looks like they're going to try to pull him offside. Didn't work this time. And because he waited too long, they're going to end up with 5 yards.
Derek Mayo came in there. You can see him fake. He came right past the nose guard, right over the ball there. And when he did that, and we'll wait here for the referee.
Prior to the snap, false start, the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Well, I thought it was going to be delay of game. It was delay of game, but somebody moved.
Yeah, Derek Mayo came in there and made the motion like he was coming in, and Tyrod Taylor kind of popped up, and maybe he moved forward again or something. I don't know.
Either way, 5-yard
correction, 3rd down.
5 yards from the penalty that got
back. See if we can see it here. See if anybody moves. You can see Mayo come in, and now you see Taylor go up. Well, I saw somebody move on the left-hand side there, but it wasn't real.
So third down and 6. Back to throw his first pass.
Oh, he's
There's
got a man wide open
over the middle, and he didn't throw it.
Lord. See if we can catch the number of that player down there, Mike. He was wide open. Is it Schaefer?
Number 9.
I believe that's Schaefer, isn't it?
No, it's Brian Gurley. He was wide open. There wasn't nobody within 10 yards of him, right up the middle of the field. And Tyrod did not see him. 4th down and 6 from the Kecoughtan Warrior 40.
And in all defense for the Crabbers, when you set up a play, you're looking in a particular area anyway, so he may not have been looking for that particular receiver on that play.
Back to punt is number 24, Marquis Bassett.
And it's a fake punt, and they've got a man going down deep into Warrior territory.
I'm going to have to see that one again. There is a flag on the play, and that was number 10 on the carry.
And, Mike, that had us fooled up here in the booth.
That was Foster on the carry off the fake punt. There is a flag on the play.
A great camera crew was on the ball here, Mike, and they've got this replay, and we can watch it here. You see the man get it right, and just a nice little soft toss, and it looks like number 2, Jacoby Fenner, gets the pass. He's brought down by the Warriors' William Tate.
Illegal use of the hands against Hampton? I didn't know there was a Hampton player down at the end at that play.
Well, you saw the same thing I did. And
I thought the young man who carried the ball was the only one within 20 yards of the play.
On the play,
what it looked here.
Blocking the back. Against the offense, a 10-yard penalty from the spotted flag. Net result of the play, 1st and 10 for Hampton.
Let's see it again.
It must have happened.
I mean, there's nobody within 10 or 15 yards of the actual play.
The flag was back downfield nearer to the line of scrimmage.
So the Crabbers, instead of having the ball deep in the territory, they still have the ball in good shape. 1st and 10 at Kecoughtan's 24-yard line. So they get a first down out of the play, even though they were penalized.
And a nice play at that. Just a nice little soft pass into Jacoby Fenner's hands, and he just took it downfield.
Slight delay as the referee and crew were over there discussing the situation with Kecoughtan's crew. Glenn Tidwell and his staff trying to give him an idea. I'm not sure what's going on here now at this point. It looks as though one of the Kecoughtan coaches has been ejected out of the game because he's walking off the field.
I know you got that celebrity. You got that celebrity on David Till. You got him.
We'll see if we can get a replay of that last play again, because there's some big questions up here on the stats on who actually had that ball off of the pass.
I thought it was number 2. Might be number 8.
So 1st and 10 now on the 24-yard line for the Crabbers. Back to pass is Taylor.
There, he's got another man
flushed open. There's an open man out there, and I believe that is Mitchell.
It is Mitchell.
As he's hammered as soon as he catches it down or inside the 20, down about the 18-yard line, gain of about 7 on the play.
Isaiah Shepard making the hit on that play. It was one-on-one.
Let's see if we can. No, this is the play that just happened.
Here it is. Mitchell's open on the left side. Taylor gets him, and Isaiah Shepard coming up very quickly, just puts the hit on him, and you got number 1 taking on number 1.
Say hello there, Mr. Mitchell.
2nd and 6.
Hand off to Jacoby Fenner. A couple of side steps and picks up enough yards where he's close to a first down. That was a 2nd down and about 5. So he's near the 15. Going to be about a half a yard shy.
There's a replay. Jacoby just takes that one right up the middle. Tell you, he's not showing any residue from that injury from a couple weeks back.
3rd down and a yard now for the Crabbers.
We have the Warriors' Charles Chivas.
There is Taylor on a keeper. Picks up about 3. That's going to be good enough for a first down. So the Crabbers are still on the roll here in the first period. Out in front by a score of 7-0. Here's a replay as he takes the ball right off the left tackle.
Straight keeper by Taylor, picking up the yardage that they need.
1st and 10 now with the ball sitting right at the Warrior 12-yard line. Got to be getting pretty close to the end of the quarter. Taylor back, hands the ball off to the lead back.
Tripped
and
up
that
by
was number 42, Graves, on the carry.
Tripped up by number 7, William Tate.
He's down to the 5-yard line. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2. Graves takes a handoff.
See the handoff.
Right off the guard. Nice run. Just inside the 5. 2nd down and 2. They can get a first down before they score. They can get down to about the 2-yard line and get a first out of it. Taylor hands the ball off to Fenner, and he walks in. Touchdown,
Fenner with a clear route right off the right side there, Mike.
What a great blocking scheme that
really
time. There was no defense there at all. They came off of the snap of the ball and blocked inside. He went right through the gap.
Watch this if you can see it. They just watch the block down on it.
Time expired during the touchdown play. The point after will be attempted as part of the first quarter, and then we'll have the end of the quarter and change into the field.
Thank you very much. That tells us how much time's left in the first quarter. Your sinus is clear now after that whistle?
Man.
Mitchell out of the hold of Sean Fields. It's down, up, and long enough. It is good. So the Hampton Crabbers out in front now of the Kecoughtan Warriors by a score of 14-0 here as the first quarter comes to an end. And that touchdown was scored by Jacoby Fenner.
Here we're going to have the play that brought this whole thing about.
The fake punt.
It was the fake punt. You can see the pass right over center.
And it's to
number
Jacoby
2,
Fenner.
Jacoby Fenner. Fenner making a nice catch and taking that ball down.
That was
to
a
about
key
the 10-yard line. And then the touchdown was scored by
Jacoby Fenner.
Jacoby Fenner.
What was it? 4-yard? I believe it was a 4-yard run.
I think that's what it was.
So the 2 touchdowns so far here in the game has been scored: a 3-yard run by Taylor and a 4-yard run by Fenner. And that concludes the first period of play. 14-0 Hampton.
And you're watching WHCS Channel 46. So we're here at Darling Stadium on Monday Night Football, October the 9th.
Mike Hauser along with Paul Rowe, Brent Musgrove, and Bob Killen. Pass it on the kickoff now for the Crabbers. Number 1, Shepard, takes the ball out about the 20 and is hammered before he hits the 30 at about the 29. So the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
James Lynch of the Crabbers getting down there to make that tackle very quickly.
This is almost like starting off the new game. You kick off to start the second quarter, kick off to start. Never mind.
You can see
that's almost as bad as you singing, right?
That's right. You can see James Lynch coming down, and he just flies out of that pack down there to make the tackle on the Warrior ball carrier. So Kecoughtan will get a chance now to get their offense moving.
Peebles under center now. Takes the ball and hands it off to number 1. That is Shepard on the carrier.
Is Shepard.
Looks like he's going to gain about 2, maybe 3. So they mark it out at the 32.
Saw 2 of the Crabbers there in on the tackle. Number 15, Paul Shaw, along with number 70, Anthony Wardrett. Here's the play right there. See Shaw and Wardrett in there making that tackle.
That was a big play in the game earlier when something's going on the field now. As the refereeing crew has come over here. I see what they're going to do. They're going to tell the band to stop playing, and their offense can't hear. So Danny Mitchell's coming over to say, "Sorry, fellas, but you can't make a bunch of noise with the drums." It isn't like it was back when I was in the band back in the early 70s, man. It was non-stop. We were known as the Marching 100 then, man. Yeah, I know. We're dating 100.
That was the entire student body back then.
That was nice pitch just as he gets hit. Oh,
whoa! I like it, Scotty. I like it. Well, we've got a flag after the play here.
Yeah, I figured you'd like it.
Nice heads-up pitch by the Warriors on that.
He was Peoples was nailed just as he let it go.
Watch this replay, folks. We got a great camera crew. I tell you that right now. Boom!
See what the flag
looks like it almost popped right out.
The flag looks like it's being picked up.
There is no penalty. Disregard the flag.
Thank you very much, Mr. Referee. So we're going to have a third down and short. Let's see. They're going to set the ball at the 36. Third and about 3.
Hey, the Crabbers are playing tight again as they do every night, Mike. That defense out there is going to make it hard for you to get any yardage, and if you do get any, you're going to know you've had to earn it. This is going to be a big play for the Warriors early in the game here. They could use this first down.
And people never had a chance.
Play.
He took the snap and immediately was brought down.
That looked like a busted play, Mike. He was looking for somebody, and I think everybody was going somewhere else.
Well, the entire left-hand side of the defense for the Crabbers was on the ball carrier before he hardly got out of there.
Watch the guys in the backfield.
Boom,
they don't know what they're going.
3.
Two guys, they kind of crossed and hit each other in the backfield, heading in opposite directions. That play just was doomed before it began.
Loss of 2 on the play. That brings up a 4th down and 5.
Well, that's what you call a Crabber right there.
Nice hat.
Nice hat. Nice. Nice.
I like the sweatshirt. Nice hat. 14-0 Hampton out in front here at the first part of the second period. Alejandro in there to punt. Back to receive. Nice punt.
Nice. Very nice punt.
Back to receive at about the 28-yard line as Taylor takes a stutter step to the left, cuts back to the right, and knocked out of bounds at about the 38.
By guess who?
Number 10.
Derek Mayo.
Derek Mayo.
I want to name him Derek Taylor tonight.
You know, we have a couple of boys playing, young men playing tonight, that come from a long line of brothers, the Fenners and the Mayos.
The Mayos. And here's Taylor taking that ball, and you can see Mayo knocking him out.
So the Crabbers take over 1st and 10 with the ball resting at their own 38-yard line. And if we knew how much time was left in the period, we'd be more than happy to give you.
But we do know there is time still left.
I would dare guess that we're about 5 minutes. No, the timekeeper is sitting next to us, but he doesn't have a box to do it. They've taken all the equipment out of here. I guess he's here free tonight, you know. Taylor on a keeper around the left, cuts back up the middle. Nice move. Pickup of about 11, and that puts the ball at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Hampton as they are driving again. This is their third
possession.
Their third possession of the game. Here's a replay of that one.
Watch Tyrod Taylor on this. He sees so much down the field. He has this knack for knowing when to cut. You know, he picks up 5 or 6 extra yards on that just by knowing what to do.
1st and 10, the ball resting. They put the ball on midfield. I could have sworn they just put it on the 49.
Well, there it is right there.
There's that 1 yard again.
There it is on the 50.
1st and 10. Back in the shotgun. There's a handoff to, I believe, Fenner. Spins out, almost gets away. Pickup of 3 down to the 47-yard line of Kecoughtan. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Crabbers.
He's just an exciting runner to watch. Every time Fenner's in on a play, he's just got so much energy. He never gives up, whether he's on defense or offense. You give him the ball, and he's going to fight for the extra yards. He's going to spin. He's going to bounce. He's going to plow. Oh, the kid is just something.
Believe it or not, I like watching him play defense. Because
that's what we saw a lot of the last game we did with him, Mike. My goodness.
Last week against Bethel, he was all over the place. That was his first game back after missing a couple of games because of the
injury,
orthoscopic surgery on his knee.
I believe he was in the backfield of Bethel more than the Bethel backs were. Watch him pitch on this. Yeah, you can see that coming.
Delay, and that one pitched back to Fenner. He's going to pick up close to a first down near the 40 before he's forced out of bounds.
How do you defend on something like that when you got Tyrod Taylor sprinting out to the side? He's either going to keep it, he's going to pitch it, or he's going to throw it.
Right at the last minute, as he gets hit, he throws it.
There's another 5 yards.
First down as the ball is out of bounds. Thank you very much.
Timeout to Kecoughtan. That's their first charge timeout. They have 2 remaining in the first half.
Kecoughtan calls timeout, obviously, because I believe we all heard that. Man. The ball's at the 39-yard line of Kecoughtan. 1st and 10 for the Crabbers. Nice little pickup on the play.
There we see some of the Crabbers over on the sideline, and there's some of the Warriors.
We thought that it would be great to have the referees be able to listen to them.
It is, but that feedback is something.
There are 7 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
How about that? Somebody must have said something to him. Thank you, sir. 7 minutes and some odd seconds.
And look, if Don is up here to turn the volume down, we're going to be greatly appreciative.
Look at Monique out there. Go ahead,
wave, Monique.
Smile and wave,
we see you smiling. Go ahead and wave.
She's up there on
Look to your left. Just look down to your left, and you'll be seeing the camera.
Come on, Monique. Come on. Monique is a really pretty young lady, folks, and she does a great job on that camera out there.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Crabbers. Again, they're trying to draw them offside. This time, Taylor backs out. Calls the play, hands the ball off to Jacob. No, is that Fenner?
No, that is.
He is not down.
Well, how could he not be down?
Is it 23?
That's number 23.
Down to the 1-yard line.
Calvin Roberts, but
I could have swore he was down.
I guess we're going to have to see this on a replay with our great crew getting the shot on that, but evidently his knee wasn't down.
We are. Here it comes. Watch this. Now, was his knee down? Down. No, but his elbow is down with the ball, and his ball is down at that point.
Knees down, ball's down, elbows down, everything's down.
And Mr. 23, Calvin Roberts, goes all the way down and is forced out at the 4-yard line.
Well, I don't know how many parts of the body's got to be down before they count you down, but when you got 2 knees and an elbow down, I guess that doesn't count, huh?
I guess not. And the elbow that was down was the one that had the ball, in it. First and goal for the Crabbers at the 4. Hand the ball off to the lead runner.
Once again, that fabulous WHCS Channel 46 camera crew getting you all the shots.
Lead runner is, again, number 42, and that is Graves.
Doug Graves.
Down to about inside the 2, so it's second down and goal.
There's some of our Monday night fans. Say hi. There you go. Hello there, darling. Oh, she's cute. And she's enjoying a Monday night out here watching high school football, Peninsula District varsity football. And she can watch herself tomorrow on WHCS Channel 46.
And the ball off again, up the middle to Graves.
Kind of popped out there, but it looks like he got it back. William Tate of the Warriors in there trying to get that ball after the tackle.
It's short of the goal line, 3rd down. Let's watch it again as he's inside the 1.
See, he comes down and it looks like that's one of those ground causes the fumble type thing.
That was actually close to being a touchdown.
Yep.
So 3rd goal from about a foot out.
I say a Tyrod Taylor keeper.
Yep. And he spins out, and second effort gets it. Touchdown.
Yep.
They had him stopped.
Man, I tell you what, the Warriors really, really stiffened up right there, but Tyrod Taylor with second effort just spins that one right in, Mike. You can watch this on the replay. Watch Taylor. He takes it. He stopped. Right there he stopped, and here comes a Warrior player to grab him. And watch, Taylor just sneaks out of it, ducks down, turns around, and lunges over into the end zone. 6 points.
So Matt Mitchell for his 3rd attempt of an extra point tonight out of the hole to Sean Fields.
Still impressed by Mitchell's leg. He has done fantastic here for the Crabbers in terms of kicking.
Kick is up. It's definitely long enough, and it's good.
Plenty of distance.
With about 5 minutes to go left here in the first half, Hampton now leads the Kecoughtan Warriors 21-0.
You're watching WHCS Channel 46.
As we look at the crowd there in the stands.
Hello, Ernie Kohler in the blue hat. Ernie and I graduated together. Ernie comes out to all the Hampton games. I believe he has some children. All right, here we go, Mike. We're going to watch that play where Fenner had the ball. Let's see if we can see him down.
Fenner. It wasn't
Now watch
Fenner.
the play. It wasn't Fenner. It was somebody else. Watch the knee.
His left knee, I believe, is hitting right there.
All right. Right knee. Elbow.
Elbow with the ball.
With the ball. Left knee.
He's back up, trying to run again, and the referees let him keep running. He made a heck of a play out of it, but the referee, I guess, did not see him down.
And that's the important thing. It's the old saying, if you don't see it, you don't call it.
So pass along some of our sponsors tonight. Again, our second quarter sponsor, Zoom, Citco Gas, Krispy Kreme Donuts. Hey, by the way, if you want
want a donut?
Yeah, if you want a donut.
I want a donut.
Krispy Kreme has it. And we used to, what is it, a dozen in one? A box in one. It's a box in one.
A dozen in one?
Yeah, man, that's what it's called. It's called a box in one.
Well, we call it a baker's dozen.
If you go down there and tell them that you're with us, they'll give you a box in one.
Is that 2 boxes? That's what I want, 2 boxes.
Uh-oh. They tried a little bit of trickery there, and unfortunately the ball was supposed to go into Shepard's hand, and he dropped it. They end up losing about 4 on the play, back to the 20.
The Warriors trying to get something going here.
Trying to get a little bit of trickery there, and unfortunately it didn't work.
Didn't happen. Looks like we got some.
Looks like the Kecoughtan player is still down.
Yeah, it looks like there's some equipment hooked up there. A helmet stuck on. He's got the helmet stuck to helmet. They're going to take both of them off.
Hamp's number 33, Landon Key, took his helmet off his head, and it stayed on the player.
Here you see the attempted handoff. It wasn't quite made. The ball came loose. And
that was Dakota Mathis
picks it up. And if you can see this, when he makes the tackle is made here, the helmets get locked.
That was number 33, Landon Key's helmet that stuck on Mathis. And he took his head out and said, can I have my helmet back?
Yeah, things
First
like that
and 10
will happen.
at the 21. Back to throw.
Oh, throwing deep in their own territory.
And it's complete for a first down. It was to number 33, and that is Travis McBride. So that is their first pass completion of the game and a first down. Hello, Susan.
There's another one of our great camera people. And right below her, you can see Lisa Smith, wife of Mike Smith.
Here's a replay of that last pass that was completed
nice
short.
Catch.
Enough for a first down out to the 35-yard line of the Warriors. Again, back to pass. Out here to the left is short, intended for number 9, Dakota Mathis. Second down and 10 now for the Warriors. We've talking about the sponsors. One of the sponsors that's been with us for years is Zoom's, Citco Gas, Krispy Kreme Donuts, and that's the box and one I was trying to tell
box
you.
and one.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that box and one.
Then it's proud sponsor that presents the Eagle Award, which recognizes athletes who also exceed in academics during the year. What's the matter?
Just a little note here, Mike. That was Kecoughtan's first down of the game.
Ouch. Back to pass again. This time it's outside. Looks like it's also, I believe, number 33. Again, that's McBride. He comes up with it for about a 3-yard gain. Third down and 7. He had to die for this one.
And he made a nice catch. You see him going up for it. Makes the catch coming back on the play.
3rd and 7 for the Warriors. Getting close to halftime now. We should be within about 2 minutes of it. 21-0 right now. Crabber's out in front.
We're in the second quarter. You're watching WHCS Channel 46. Where you're going to get all the sports we're going to show you.
As much as we can, right?
Much as we can.
Almost intercepted. That was number 15 for the Crabbers. Paul Shaw cutting across the middle of the field. And he was just shy of making that one. If he'd caught that ball, there wouldn't have been nobody in front of him.
There was nobody there for a mile around.
That pass was intended for Mathis, number 9. Watch his play.
He gets it.
Man, he got enough of a hand on it to stop the pass.
Mathis still was able to get a hand on it. Mathis, the leading receiver for the Kecoughtan Warriors.
4th down and 7 now is Alejandro back to punt. That will be Tyrod Taylor deep for the Crabbers back on his own 30-yard line. Nice snap. Gets the punt off. It's a bit short and goes out of bounds on the far side right at the Crabber 38-yard line. Well, that keeps the Crabbers from having a chance of running it as he kicks it out of bounds. 1st and 10 Hampton.
And folks, you've been seeing a few pictures of our camera crew, and I want to give a big thanks to our crew. We've got the best crew that you can have. On the cameras, we've got Nate Braxton, Susan Bowers, Ron Baton, and Steve Fryer. On the crane and camera,
4 minutes, 29 seconds in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 29 seconds.
There we have the time by the referee. On the crane and camera, we have Jeremy Ferries and Monique Bird, you saw earlier. Our graphics and animation is Andy Foley. Mike Nowinski, our slow-motion instant replay man, and Sarah Myers, the camera control operator.
Back to pass is Taylor, being flushed out of the pocket. Screen pass out here. Beautiful play. I believe that's number 32, Billy Evans.
That's who it was, and he was brought down by the Warriors, number 12.
There is a flag on the field. 2 flags on the field, by the way.
Ryan Suedo making the tackle. We'll see what the flags are here.
That was a great play. Nice little swing pass on a screen.
Really was. Again, just flips it right out there.
Just enough touch on the ball.
Ryan Suedo in pursuit, makes the stop.
On the play, ineligible receiver against the offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Takes care of that first down. That'll make it, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up first down and 15 now.
And the rest of our crew, Mike, I want to get those in there. Our production assistant is Renee Camden. Our audio and chief engineer, Don Schraus. Director and producer, the man himself, Scotty Bowers. And, of course, up in the booth, Mike Hauser, Brent Musgrove, and Paul Rowe, and
Bob Killen.
What
the heck was that?
Andy was trying to say something there.
Andy Foley.
What a great crew we have at WHCS Channel 46.
There's a quick handoff up the middle to number 42. That is Doug Graves. They've been using Graves tonight a lot, more than normals. The little pickup there as we have a timeout.
Derek Mayo and Ryan Suedo.
4 minutes remain in the second quarter. 4 minutes.
4 minutes as Derek Mayo and Ryan Suedo bring down the ball runner.
Gain of about 8 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Crabbers.
About 4 minutes left in the half here at Darling Stadium. It's Monday Night Football from WHCS Channel 46, bringing you the games that should have been played on Friday.
But we're still bringing it to them. Back to throw, and down it goes. There's the first time we've seen the wet field condition that would, affect a player.
And, Mike, I was here for the first game. That's the first time the field has brought down anybody tonight in 2 games.
Taylor just absolutely lost both feet out as he went to make a stop to set himself, and that was obviously a pass play. Loss of about 9 yards on the play. 2nd down and 15.
I'd watch for another pass right here.
That's 3rd down, by the way. And here's Taylor running with the ball, being chased out and dragged down from behind, right at the 35-yard line.
Ryan Suedo again, number 12.
What a play by Ryan. He did a good job getting to him on that one. Plays a little defensive end, a little tight end, a wide receiver, and he's a heck of a catcher on a baseball team.
Yes, he is. Here's the play. Taylor flushed out of the pocket. He comes this side, and Suedo with a good pursuit drags him down from behind.
So the Crabbers have a 4th down. I believe this is their first attempted punt of the game. They faked it last time.
So that really wasn't an attempted punt.
They might even do it again this time. Here we go with Bassett back to punt.
Wide open. They dropped back.
This time he goes ahead and punts. A little bit short. Hits at about the 39. Gets a Hampton bounce down to about the 31.
Nice bounce.
34 yards on the punt for Bassett, and the Kecoughtan will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And I noticed on that last play, Mike, they had two of their players come off the line just in case they had that little flare pass.
This is a replay of Taylor losing his foot. Watch both feet just go out from under him. Whoopsie. Good thing he held on to the ball.
Yeah. You can see his foot kind of bending there, and it just kind of continues on with the slide. Not a lot you can do on that situation.
The Peoples under center for the Warriors, back to throw. That was deflected at the line of scrimmage by the Crabbers. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
That was intended for Dakota Mathis. Mathis averaging about 37 yards a game in receptions. He's about the 6th or 5th leading receiver in the district.
2nd down and 10 now for the Crabbers.
Another shot of our Crabber fans on the home side of the field.
By the way, for those of you who want to see the replay of the Crabber band following the game today, we will be showing Hampton's halftime show. So those of you who want to see the game
after the game,
I believe the Hampton player just moved a little bit early.
But did the Kecoughtan player jump off before the Hampton player got across the line? Now, the Hampton player did move. He was on the far side.
He was 5 yards up the line.
I'm not sure he got across the line before the Kecoughtan player moved. We'll have to see this. Watch now.
Let's see if a Kecoughtan player moves.
You can see him moving over here, but watch down here.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm not sure he got...
Prior to the snap, there was a false start against the offense. 5-yard penalty.
I guess the referee on our side of the field has more pull than the referee on the other side of the field.
5 seconds remain in the 2nd quarter. The clock will start on the snap.
2:05.
2:05 left in the 2nd quarter. At Darling Stadium.
21-0. As Mr. Andy Foley with the
graphics.
Puts the graphics up there.
That's to remind us where we are and what the score is.
It's the 2nd quarter.
It's the 2nd quarter.
It's 21-0 Hampton.
It is that.
And it's 2nd down. And,
the runner's going nowhere.
I guarantee it was handed off to Shepard, but I thought it was handed off to number 6 first. I was following Charles Chevis up the middle, and Chevis is running up the middle of the field and didn't have the ball.
That's exactly correct.
Timeout to Hampton. Their first timeout of the first half. They have 2 remaining.
But about 2 minutes to go.
You can see the replay. Shepard ends up with the ball, and he ends up with a loss in the backfield.
3rd down and about 17 for the Warriors. Ball rest at their own 24-yard line. Good timeout by the Crabbers, by the way. Still have 2 left in the first half. About 2 minutes or so left.
You just saw Mike Smith in the middle of the players there during this short timeout.
In the middle of the pack. But Mike's got his hat on backwards. He doesn't usually do that unless he's upset. But he seems to tend to want to put it behind him now all the time.
And you know when he's upset and that hat goes right around. Woomba! There's your favorite hat of the night right there.
Everything's going quite well for the Crabbers tonight.
The Crabber hat.
21-0 out in front of Kecoughtan.
Speaking of the Crabbers, Mike, the Hampton Crabber class of 1981 is going to celebrate its 25th reunion on November the 24th and 25th, 2006 at the Omni Hotel in Newport News. For more information, please contact David Herm or Heme, I'm not sure, Heame, at 868-4427 or Elsie Webb at 254-4351. That's the class of 1981 Hampton Crabbers.
Shepard back to throw, being flushed out. He gets away from bang!
Man, hello.
Timeout, Hampton. Both of the players are getting up slowly on that one.
They're going to be shook. That was number 32, Billy Evans, in there for Hampton.
Boy, he put a stop on the
Watch this hit,
Peoples that time.
Charge timeout to Hampton. They have 1 remaining.
He gets free.
Half,
and then he gets
44 seconds remain in the 2nd quarter.
1:44 remaining before halftime. 21-0 Hampton. Timeout by the Crabbers. That leaves them with 1 for the remainder of the first half.
Mike, Kecoughtan's not getting a lot of time in that backfield. Their passing game today is not what it's normally up to.
It's going to be very interesting to see what their halftime stats are. In the first half, they've only had 1 first down.
First down.
2 for 6, 38 yards in the air. Of course, one of them was was most of the yardage by when they got the first down. 4th down and about 14.
They've got 11 yards rushing, Mike, and that Hampton defense is doing what they do. They're stopping the offense.
Alejandro back to punt. This is Taylor deep at the Crabber 40. The snap. Setting up now to run this one back as it bounces, and it looks like it's heading out of bounds. Stays in bounds, gets a Kecoughtan bounce down to the 43-yard line where Hampton takes over. 1st and 10.
So with not much time left here in the first half, you're at Darling Stadium where Hampton leads by a score of 21-0, and you're watching WHCS Channel 46. Peninsula District Sports.
Monday night football.
Monday night.
1:32 remaining in the second quarter. The clock will start on the snap.
Well, there's your time right there, 1 minute and 32 seconds.
30 yards on that punt by Alejandro. Crabbers 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Looks like it might be a little bit of a cool night. Some jackets out there tonight.
It feels good tonight.
Oh, it feels nice up here. Feels really nice.
Taylor back in the shotgun, drops back to pass, going to the deep left corner. And
got a little bump and shove there.
Everybody on this side of the field is wanting pass interference, but nah. That was intended for number 80, Reginald Hicks.
And on the coverage was Chappelle Riley, number 24.
A great coverage by Riley. He did a good job back here. He had him blanketed.
It's a good pass.
That was a nice pass, though.
Really
he put a lot of air under it, gave Hicks enough time to try to get underneath the ball.
Yep. If you could see it from where we were, the receiver had not even looked back yet and made his last cut when the ball was already in the air.
Crabbers have 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side.
It's again.
Going him, same play, a bit deeper. This time it was intended.
And he really wants to get that call on number 24, Chappelle Riley.
That was Foster for the Crabbers. The ball was a little overthrown, but in all reality, he was being impeded by the. I mean, they're not going to throw a flag on that anyhow.
Oh, hey, that's good coverage right there in my book.
2nd down. You read? Never mind.
Andy's teaching me. Andy Foley. Boy, I missed saying that last week, didn't you?
One time. That's all we got in. That's only because we forgot all about the fact that Andy wasn't here and Renee did such a who?
That's right, Scott.
3rd down and 10. Taylor on the keeper. Rolls to his left. Nice stiff arm, but he's not going nowhere. Down he goes.
Ooh, and that was Ryan Suedo on the pursuit. Grabbed hold of him and just stayed with him until he could get some help. And that looked like Derek Mayo again.
It was.
It was all over the place tonight.
He got a yard on that play. 4th down and 9. And it looks like.
Watch how he comes over here. Now watch Suedo out. Boom. Suedo coming from the backside. Well, that wasn't Suedo.
It was.
It was Suedo that came in, but it was somebody. Yeah, it was somebody else that grabbed him from the back and dragged him, and then Suedo hit him, and then Mayo hit him.
What do we have here? Timeout is now being called by Kecoughtan.
Warriors. See if we can find out who that was that grabbed him. It was great pursuit by whoever it was.
Kecoughtan, they have 1 remaining in the
Catch the number on that jersey right there as it turns.
Tuck that ball in,
seconds
too.
Remain.
Number.
Is it 12?
20-something. 22, maybe? Elvon George, linebacker?
It looked like.
Could have been. Anyway, whoever it was, Elvon George, if it was you, you did a great job.
Number 1.
Slowing him down. And I guess that's what the Crabbers are. We just heard from the booth it was number 22, Elvon George, that made that stop. Once again,
so on 4th down, the Crabbers are going to go for it. 4th down and 9 at their own 44. Back to pass. Looking for a receiver that's open.
He doesn't have one open down there.
There's a wide open receiver over the middle of the field, and I believe that is 80. Reginald Hicks.
That is 80.
as nice play as Taylor being flushed out of the pocket and rolls to his right, finds Hicks wide open up the middle for a big gain and down to the 30-yard line.
Hicks made that play, Mike, because all the receivers were covered, and you see Taylor begin to scramble. Hicks got himself open and put himself in a position, and you notice, and everybody watches football knows this, but he's running with the quarterback. When you see the quarterback flushed out, you go with the quarterback to try and get yourself open. Hicks made that play.
So I believe we're probably under about a minute or so to go here, as the clock's probably still running.
As long as he doesn't whistle and tell us. He can tell us, just
back
don't whistle.
Pass again is Taylor over the middle
there
again,
is,
wide open.
This is going to be a score.
Is that Finner?
Yeah, no, this is number 9, and that would be Brian Gurley.
That's who it is.
Brian
Great
Gurley.
job. That one was good for 30 yards and the score to Gurley over the middle to a wide open receiver.
Watch this, folks, as he works himself across the middle. Taylor just waits and waits, and boom.
Has plenty of time to get rid of the ball as Kecoughtan's front line has stopped. They were playing back for the pass, and they stopped putting pressure on them.
Great route. An excellent route.
Touchdown Hampton. They extend their lead now to 27-0. In to kick the extra point is Matt Mitchell out of the hold of Sean Fields, as his 4th extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 28-0 now with under a minute to go here in the first half. Hampton out in front of the Warriors. 30-yard pass from...
26 seconds remain in the second quarter. 26 seconds.
WHCS Channel 46 Sports bringing you the Kecoughtan Warrior Hampton Crabber game. You're at Darling Stadium, and it is October the 9th. A great, great weather night for football.
Here's a replay of that last score.
Once again, this was really
good. He just takes his time and he zips it right to a player that there's nobody within 5 yards in any direction. Hicks,
the Crabbers are just doing what they've got to do. And, Mike, at the beginning of the game, they just ran, and now they're beginning to throw the ball. The receivers are running good routes. They're getting open, and they're making the catches. And Tyrod Taylor's got some time back there if he stays in the pocket and making a good pass. Got a strong arm.
He's got the receivers that can find themselves open, and he's padding his district-leading per-game average right now. What is he, 150 yards passing a game?
Let's check that, 143.8. 0.8. I don't know how you get 0.8, but you do. 575 yards. 575 yards on the year so far. He's got 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Of course, he has more touchdowns now. He's got 7. So he's having a real good year passing the ball.
And he has scored 2 tonight, too.
Yes, he has.
So he's been in all actually, he's had a part of 3 of the 4 scores. He's ran in 2 of them and threw for the other one. The other run touchdown was scored by Finner back in the early in the second period, a 4-yard run. That was good. So Hampton out in front, 28-0. We got under 20 seconds left in the first half of play as the Crabbers are lining up. Kick the ball off. Short kick over here to the near side. Goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Let's see if the Warriors decide to take it at the 35 or whether they'll have them kick it over.
And if you sit there and watch Mike Smith, he's saying, just kick the ball down the field. They're going to make them kick it again, or are they going to take it on the 35? Let's see. They'll probably just take it on the 35.
Illegal procedure. Against the kicking team, a free kick out of bounds. One of the 3 options is for the receiving team to take it 25 yards from the free kick line. 1st and 10 for Kecoughtan on the 35.
We're winding down here in this first half at Darling Stadium. And, Mike, this a big game for a few teams here. As we talked about it earlier, you and I, before the games even started. Kecoughtan, Woodside, and Warwick all locked in a 3-way tie for 3rd place in Division 5. And Kecoughtan, of course, playing Hampton tonight. If they lose, Woodside and Warwick are playing one another tonight.
So one of those two teams
will lose, and somebody's going to take over sole possession of 3rd place.
Passes out here to number 9. That was a nice pass to Mathis. Hit hard by the Crabbers. Complete, but his only short pass for about 2 yards.
That was Anthony Ward-Drett who came in there and made that tackle. Nice play by Anthony Wardrett, whose father, by the way, works at Jones Magnet Middle School along with me.
Watch his pass play. Nice pass.
Watch number 70, Wardrett, come up. Here's seen boom right from the outside there and says hello.
That's the end of the first half.
Thank you very much, Mr. Referee. Our officials have already told us. We're at the end of the half here. Hampton 28 and the Kecoughtan Warriors nothing. Stay tuned for second half action. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
WHCS Channel 46 bringing you football from Darling Stadium.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Darling Stadium. Monday Night Football, Peninsula District edition here. 9th day of October, 2006. Mike Hauser along with Paul Rowe. Mr. Musgrove sitting down there eating a cookie. And Mr. Bob Killen. Halftime stats for the game. By the way, the score is Hampton 28 and Kecoughtan nothing.
What a game we've seen.
And Hampton has dominated the ball on both sides.
Hampton does that dominated. Wait till you hear these stats.
But in the first half with the Kecoughtan Warriors, they had 8 rushes for a total of 11 yards.
And
leading rusher is Shepard, by the way, with 5 of those 11. 4 carries. He has 9 rushing yards, 4 carries. Passing 3 of 7 for a total of 20 yards. The Kecoughtan Warriors only had 1 first down, and that was off of a 15-yard pass.
We're talking 31 total yards
31
in the first
total
half
yards
for the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Now, in the second half, there was no turnovers on either team, by the way, so it was a pretty clean played game. As far as penalties concerned, 20 yards on 3 penalties from Kecoughtan. Crabbers were penalized 5 times for 37 yards, but here's the difference. Rushing for the Crabbers 24 times, 123 yards. Their leading rusher, by the way, was Mr. Fenner, as he rushed the ball 9 times for 70 yards and 1 score. Actually, he had 1 score, that's correct. Passing for Tyrod Taylor, 4 of 7, had a touchdown pass and a total of 100 yards. So the Crabbers had 123 total yards to 31.
223 total yards. 223 total yards.
Reginald Hicks, the leading receiver, with that 31-yard touchdown play. Crabbers kicking off to the Warriors, as we'll get back to the stats here in just a minute. Looks like they're going to get the ball out close to their own 40. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 39. That's where the Warriors will take over 1st and 10.
Charles Chivas on that return there.
Crabbers pretty much dominated play in the first half. They had 10 first downs to the Warriors 1. 28-0 is a telling factor there. I mean, it's again, the Crabbers kept the ball at will. Defensively now, the Warriors came up big a couple times, but there was one play that was just overshadowed everything on a fake punt.
What a great play that was.
A little pass over the middle to
Jacoby Fenner.
And it picked up big yards all the way down inside the 20-yard line, and it kept the drive going. Tyrod Taylor, what can you say? He's had a heck of a game so far. He's had his hand in 3 of the 4 scores. Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 39. Shepard with a handoff right up the middle. And I believe he handed that one off to Shepard, and he didn't go very far, maybe a yard, and was hit down hard by Fenner.
Man. Watch this as a running back gets the ball. He'll come over to the left-hand side, and you can see him if we see the camera here. Boom. He just gets pushed right back. It's hit by Fenner low and by Billy Evans high.
Back to the scoring in the first half. Taylor in the first quarter ran the ball 3 times. The extra point was good. Fenner ran 4 yards in the first quarter. The extra point was good, 14-0. As we go 2nd down and 8. There's a pitch out to Shepard, not far there, as he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Then in the second quarter, Taylor had a 1-yard run. The extra point was good. At that point, it was 21-0. And then towards the end of the second period of play, under 3 minutes to go, Taylor hits Mr. Gurley on a 30-yard pass over the middle, touchdown, and the extra point again by Matt Mitchell is good. 28-0.
As we just saw the last play there, you could see the Crabber defense swarming to the ball as they're just playing really heads up out there tonight, Mike.
Really have.
They're not allowing the Warriors to get anything done on offense. They're stopping the running game. They're pressuring the quarterback when it comes to passing. They're covering the receivers.
Shepard back to pass is being pressured out of there. Pass is good and nice run by the Warriors number 9. Great play by Mathis. He picks the ball up and spins around. Picks up about, looks like close to 10 yards on the play. We'll give them 9, but that's enough for a first down. That is their second first down of the game.
Let's watch this play as Mathis
back.
gets it. Now, here's something. Now, see, I'm a proponent of running what they call north-south, and he's running east-west. But he does pick up some yardage there.
Picked up enough to get their second first down. This is the opening drive of the third period. Ball sitting right on the midfield stripe. First and 10, Kecoughtan. Peoples again is the quarterback. Hands the ball off to number 22, Elvon George. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play, down to about the 47.
He was lucky on that one, too, Mike. Looks like he almost handed it off to Jacoby Fenner on that play.
It just absolutely amazes me how Jacoby Fenner can be in all these plays as much as he is. What an asset he is, both offensively and defensively, for the Crabbers. And I'll guarantee you he was biting a bullet trying to get back after having that knee surgery done his senior year with the Crabbers. Back to pass, being flushed out, and down he goes. As he is dropped for about a 5-6 yard loss.
William Jefferson, number 60, in there to make that drop and the sack.
So now it's going to be third down and about 14.
Once again, the Crabber defense putting the pressure on the quarterback, and Mike is not letting him do anything. He can't get a good read of the field and doesn't have the time to make a throw. And frankly, if the Warriors are going to do anything tonight, they're going to have to get their passing game going.
Ryan Schwedo now in as a tight end as he'll line up to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Shepard under center. 2 wide outs to the far side. Back to pass. Being flushed out. There's 4 Crabbers
Here
on
comes
him.
Again.
He gets the ball off, and I believe it is intercepted.
I believe.
As the Crabber,
yes, sir.
I mean, he was hit just as he wanted to let go of the ball, and it kind of floated in the air, and sure enough, the Crabbers come down with it.
That was number 60, William Jefferson, who made the interception over there. We can see on the replay.
Wow, there's 4 Crabbers running after him.
People's just getting pressured all over the place. He can't get these Crabbers off his back, and Jefferson just right there. In fact, it looks like Jefferson was the receiver on the play.
So the Crabbers get the first turnover of game. First and 10 at the Kecoughtan 46-yard line. Kecoughtan was able to pick up their second first down of the game on that last drive before they turned it over. First and 10, Hampton. Out in front, 28-0. There's a handoff to the up back.
Not much going on that play as the Warriors swarm all over that one.
He was lucky to get a yard on that one.
See if we can catch who got the ball on this one.
Now that was handed off to number 42.
42.
Doug Graves. Graves has carried the ball quite a bit tonight. The lead back through the line, and that's something that we haven't seen a lot of, so they're mixing it up a little bit with Graves and Fenner in the backfield. He's lined up all side. He got away with it. There's a pass.
Wide open.
Nice flare pass.
Wide open.
What a touch that was by Tyrod Taylor. And there is a flag down in the backfield, and a hold is being called against the Crabbers.
No. That's too bad, because that's another nice play by the Hampton offense and another nice throw by Tyrod Taylor.
He laid that ball perfect.
He did.
Let's see if we can see a hold in the backfield, because that's where it was called, right back there.
There it is, right there. You can see him. He's got it.
Holding against the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the penalty flag replay second down.
And so that turns out to be a big penalty because the flag is all the way back on the 47. So that ends up being about a 17-yard penalty on that play, gentlemen. All the way back to the 37-yard line where Hampton will take over.
But a pretty obvious one there. I mean, you could not call that one.
Second down and what I call a boatload. There's nothing to look at on the scoreboard, so we have to figure it out ourselves.
What is it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20? A lot over 25.
Here's a pass over the middle
nice
again. Again, that is over the middle, too.
He's still
Reginald
going.
Hicks, great run out to the 40. About a 23-yard pass play down to the Warrior 40-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 3.5. Watch this. It's the same play they scored the touchdown on.
And, Mike, look at the yardage here. He picks up, after making this catch, there's 5, almost 10 yards that he gets after he catches the ball. Frankly, I thought he was going to be down.
Great play by the Crabber receiver, Reginald Hicks. The Crabbers receivers have really started doing quite well here in the last few games as far as their receiving abilities. A lot of practice has done some good. There's another pass.
Look at that.
Over the middle, a slant pattern.
Same guy.
Again, to Hicks. Down inside the 30 to about the 27. Big yardage there. First and 10, Crabbers.
When you've got a guy like Tyrod Taylor throwing the ball, Tyrod's got a lot of confidence. He knows the routes his receivers are going to run. The receivers know where the ball's going to be. They're making it look easy.
13 yards on the play. First and 10 for the Crabbers at the Warrior 27-yard line.
The thing for opponents to realize, though, Mike, is once you think they're going to continue with this passing routine, all of a sudden, boom, they take off running the ball.
And there it is. There's Jacoby Fenner up the middle for about 3.
They just keep punching it at you.
Well, that one was handed off to Roberts, not Fenner. Fenner is sitting on the side over here.
Taking a little bit of a break. Watch this replay. Just gives it to him off the right-hand side. He'll pick up 3 or 4 yards before he's finally brought down.
Calvin Roberts on the carry as Matt Mitchell goes into the lineup on this play, along with number 22, Tron Martinez. Look out for this young man in the next year or two, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll hear a lot more about him.
There is a straight handoff right up the middle to Martinez. He's up near first down.
There you get to see a little bit of what we're talking about, folks. This kid is something. Tron Martinez. Watch the replay here. Look at the acceleration through the hole. Boom.
Young man transferred as his father is in the Air Force. Transferred to the area and is attending Hampton this year.
Sophomore, 10th grader. So when we say you're going to hear more about him, you're going to hear more about him.
First and 10 now, the Crabbers inside the 20 down to about the 17. Taylor pitches the ball back to Martinez. Cuts the ball up the middle. There's 5-10 all the way.
Ryan Suedo once again trailing the play, getting his hands on the runner, slowing him down enough for the other tacklers to get to him.
Down to the 10. Here's a replay of that thing. Well, we've got about 7 yards here.
Pitch to Martinez, and he's trying to get outside. You can see Suedo grab him from behind.
He sure did drag Ryan a long way.
But he still picks up some yardage.
Yeah, he picked up about 7 yards. Second down and 3 with the ball resting right on the 10.
I'd give it to him again.
Well, I mean, he's carried the ball, 3 times in a row now. He's done quite well.
Oh, let's give it to him again.
Let's see what happens. Nope, handed it off to the up back.
Inside.
Going to be, that's good enough for a first down as he's down near the 5. And I believe he handed it off to Graves.
Real quick handoff to the first man through. And he's going to pick up some yardage just by bulling his way through the Warrior defense.
It was a 30, Pierre Wynn.
I believe it was.
So the Crabbers are starting to interchange some of the players now. Wynn is the fullback.
With a 28-0 lead here in the third quarter, I guess that's something Hampton can do.
Right, straight. Oh, the ball was fumbled.
Let's see
They're
what they do
going to give
here.
it to him anyhow. He said both referees are saying he went across the line before he was hit. Touchdown, Hampton.
Was that Tron Martinez?
Yes, it was.
It was. Number 22, Tron Martinez.
He got a hit, though, after he went through, and everybody wants to see a replay to make sure he went across. They're all standing here looking.
We're going to accommodate him, and here's the handoff to Martinez, and is he across? Well, that Mike, what do you think there? That's close.
The only way you're going to tell
really
that
close
is if the camera was in the end.
We need something on the end zone there.
Extra point is up and good.
If we could have another angle, we'd get another angle.
Andy says, ask for another angle. Scotty, you got another angle? Great job.
Oh, wait, how many yards? How many yards was that touchdown run by Martinez?
5 yards.
5 yard touchdown
5 yard
run.
line.
Yeah, I want to mark that down there. Well, 35-0. This is WHCS channel 46.
On the successful extra point kick try, there was running into the kicker, a 5-yard penalty against a receiving team that will be assessed on the kickoff. 5 yards running into the kicker against Kecoughtan.
And that was on the kick try.
That was on the extra
That was on the
point,
kick try.
which, by the way, was good. 35-0. The Crabbers out in front of Kecoughtan.
We're at Darling Stadium in downtown Hampton, WHCS Channel 46, October the 9th, bringing you Monday Night Football as we do the makeup game that we would have had if it had not been for the little partial nor'easter we had on Friday.
Well, gentlemen, the game won't last long now because they will start running the clock and let it run. Because
That's correct.
That new Virginia High School League rule now states once you get to a 35-0 or 35-point spread, the clock will start running and continue to run unless you actually call a timeout. So the fourth period, once it gets there, won't take long to play.
And 35 is a magical number for Hampton as they are averaging 37 points per game. They're right close to that right now.
What was this?
Well,
we had a player running on and another player running off while he was in the middle of getting ready to kick, and he stopped just short of the ball.
Well, at least he stopped.
Yeah. 12-yard line as the Warriors are running it back, gets a seam down the right side. He's stacked up. There goes the ball shooting through there, but they called
the whistle was there.
They called it dead. So he gets the ball run. Now, that was funny.
Number 22 getting up out of the bottom of that pile.
We didn't get to see the kickoff. That was funny.
And here you watch the young man that scored that touchdown, Tron Martinez, is right in on this tackle here, Mike. Just a sophomore.
Warriors take over 1st and 10 at the 35. I don't believe I've ever seen anything like that. That was pretty cool.
If you've ever seen a kicker, imagine a kicker running up to kick the ball, and if for some reason he looks out the side of his eyes and he realizes, oh, there's a change going on here with two players, and he just kind of stops.
Here's a handoff to Shepard up the middle, maybe a yard at the most.
Kobe Fenner in on that one. He stops him.
Crabber defensive line's doing a heck of a job tonight, stopping their running.
Crabber defense is doing a great job tonight. They're averaging about allowing 69 yards per game on the rush.
Look at that moon. I guess that's a moon.
Is that a moon? Or
is that the moon
back there?
No, that's that way.
Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah.
That's the moon.
That's the moon. Looks like it's pretty much right over downtown Hampton. A little low, partially covered. Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Back to pass.
Oh, nope.
Gets hammered just as he lets it go, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Good call by our referee. Because he was absolutely pounded as the ball was going out.
They battered that pass down. You can see this. The pass goes up. You see just as he starts, boom.
Oh, nice play.
Looks like number 60 got his hands on that one, William Jefferson.
His hand's probably stinging a little bit now.
I thought for a moment that one might be picked up by somebody in the air.
3rd and 9. Ball sitting just short of the 36-yard line. We've played pretty much in Kecoughtan's end of the field most of the night.
Most of the game, yes. Kecoughtan going nowhere fast, unfortunately for them.
Back to pass, and he's going down already. And now there's a flag down.
I think that was just to mark the spot.
Oh, that's a yellow flag down there. Let's see what he's going to call you there because it was a big loss.
There's the flag. I see it.
On the play, there was holding against the offense. That penalty's declined, 4th down.
He was calling offense. He called it on the offense, but he pointed towards the defense. But that's okay. I'm trying to see where the hole was.
Well, I guess he figures that Hampton is moving the ball in the direction that they want to go, so it must be on offense. 4th
down in a bunch here. Looks like 4th and about 18. Back deep for the Crabbers is Taylor. Alejandro in again to punt. I don't know how many punts he's had tonight, but he's had a bunch.
He's had a few. But I'll tell you, that's a kicking family there, the Alejandros.
There's a decent punt out here as it lands on about the Crabber 45 and is downed at the 45 by Suedo. So Hampton will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line here towards the end of the 3rd period.
You're watching WHCS Channel 46, your Hampton station for sports. We're bringing you Monday Night Football.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter. The teams will change ends.
I told you it was close to the end of the quarter.
I wish he would blow that whistle or whatever it is. Whoa. Woo! Peninsula District football.
With the running clock, we're going to have to pick player of the games here shortly.
Well,
we can go over the our 3rd quarter sponsors tonight.
That's
okay. Zooms with a bunch of locations throughout the area. David Allen with Zooms has been sponsoring again this year as they support the student athletes in Hampton City Schools, along with the subway station, the 1807 East Pembroke Avenue. And those people over there take care of us like you wouldn't believe. They feed us.
I would believe.
They give us a hey, let's send it down to Ron down there with the Hampton cheerleaders.
Ron's got the job.
Go for it, Ron.
Hampton Crabbers on WHCS Channel 46.
All right, here we go to start the 4th period of play. Hampton 1st and 10 at their own 45. Again, we're playing with a running clock. Here's Fenner up the middle. No, that's Martinez. He is hog-tied down, and there is a flag thrown. He's got about 9.5 yards, just shy of a 1st down, but I got a feeling we're going to have a face mask. Personal foul type, too.
That's going to take it back just a little bit.
And 15 to that. That'll bring it all the way down to near the 30-yard line. Let's see it
if we
again.
Can see this here.
Boom.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask.
There it is.
He almost pulled the helmet right off.
Can't miss that one, folks.
1st and 10 Crabbers down at the Warrior 30-yard line. Martinez comes out. Into the Crabber backfield is number 23 now. That's Calvin Roberts, who gets the ball. Stutter steps his way to the right and inside the 30 for a gain of about 2. Down to the Warrior 28-yard line.
Derek Mayo in on the stop there, and it looked like trying to get a call on that 56 or 58 for the Warriors there. And Derek was one of them. That is number 56, I do believe, Calvin Ruffin. Hey, we get some great shots from our crew, and in a few minutes here, I'm going to thank each one of them individually.
Underthrown, and he was open.
He was.
Also, we got to pick player of the games for both teams tonight, as it's going to be difficult for either one, really, even with the score the way it is.
I'm trying to remember something. Did we do this before?
Yes.
Or did we do? I thought we did this one.
We did.
So we haven't done this.
No, we have not done that.
Okay. That's the way I'm leaning there.
Got to let everybody know our 4th quarter sponsors also.
Not just our 4th quarter.
Get something here as soon as this is over with. There's a little draw play. There goes a flag down.
Look at him. Just running
bouncing
right
off
through
of one guy.
Tackle after tackle after tackle. You can't miss those tackles.
I was sitting here trying to see what the flag was because I didn't see any Crabbers around to play when he threw it.
Here's a replay on that. 1, 2, 3.
Holding against the offense.
So
10-yard penalty from the flag. Replay 3rd down.
So that's 10 yards from the 30. That puts the ball back at the 40. That will make a 3rd down and 20. Our 4th quarter sponsor tonight, Zoom's proud again. David Allen done a great job for us all year, and last few years he's done a good job. Eric Thompson, realtor with William E. Wood. Eric he's a Hampton City school. He went to Hampton High School. He was an all-stater as a wrestler.
And
so
his mother works at our school.
Great.
Jones Magnet Middle
Hey, if you want to sell or buy a home, call Eric. His number is 881-2004. Again, Subway, who is absolutely just taking care of us for the last couple of years.
And if they're listening, Mike, they make fabulous subs.
Their cookies are pretty good,
I know
too.
Mike likes the cookies.
Absolutely.
He loves those cookies.
And again, Park Lawn Wood Funeral Home, located in Hampton's Center Parkway and North Armstead Avenue. If you would like to talk to somebody down there, Nancy Staten is the person. Nancy Staten is the
Nancy,
manager.
Hope you're watching.
Call 827-4670 is the number. And there's a little chit-chat with Mike Smith and the head referee on the game. And
if
the referee just sits there and shakes his head, okay, Mike, whatever. That's it,
if you've never had a chance to talk to Coach Mike Smith, it's really something. I was very fortunate. I lived a couple doors down from Mike Smith, and his children and our 2 boys grew up together and spent a whole lot of time together. And I got to see probably a side of Mike Smith that most people don't see, and that's the father side. And he used to go around the neighborhood with Lee Taylor and with Brian and ride bicycles and walk with him. He'd stop by and we'd sit there at the street and just talk about anything but football, believe it or not. Just a good father.
All right, as we get ready to return to play here, as the clock is running, 3rd down at 20. Taylor back to pass over the middle. Nice defensive play as it was intended, I believe, again for number 80.
Now, and I know our camera crew is going to have that again, but here's a pass, number 1, I wouldn't have made, but if anybody could make it, Tyrod Taylor could have, and he almost completed this pass that most people wouldn't have thrown right between 2 defenders.
It was on target.
Yes, it was.
That was a great defensive play. It brings up a 4th down and 20 with the ball sitting at the 40-yard line. And
there's Mike Smith's son right there.
Travers will go for it. Nice shot of the coaching staff. Taylor behind center, 4th and 20. Pitches the ball back. We're going to have a little trickery here, and that one didn't go nowhere.
Ooh.
As that was that Ryan Suedo?
Like
Suedo sniffed that one out.
There, Suedo.
What a play. Big loss. All the way back to the Crabber 46-yard line.
Watch this play here. See the reverse. Suedo gets in there, has that one, just like Mike said, sniffed out all the way, and in comes Derek Mayo to finish it off.
Your pick, buddy. Your pick. You know more than I do.
Hey.
Again, we're trying to figure out who we're going to pick for players of the games. So if you think we're not talking to anybody, we're talking to each other. It's 1st and 10 now as the Crabbers will stop. Handoff up the middle, and what a shot. 22 was the carrier for the Kecoughtan Warriors, Elvon George. Show a replay on this one, and I'll tell you what, he took a beating when he got hit. 2-yard gain. We'll see if we can figure out who it was that actually had to hit as we'll show the replay. Boom. Man, he just stood him right up. Didn't catch the number. Defensively, though, the Crabbers have done a great job on defense tonight. Oh, what a run. Look at this. They picked up another 1st down. Great job by Elvon George. He takes the ball all the way down to the Crabber 32-yard line, a pickup of about 12 or 13 1st down. That's been the best run of the night for the Warriors. 1st and 10 at the Crabber 32.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be just a little too late.
Oh, the person that ran the ball was Elvon George. Here's a replay as we have decided on who our players of the games are. We'll let him know so he can pass it on to him. Ow, that one's smart.
4-minute warning. 4 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes.
Thank you very much.
I wish he would stop that.
It almost blows our eardrums right out of the headset when he does that.
Woo! Well, Mike, I saw the smile across your face when I chose the player of the game for the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Okay.
But I've been working with our statisticians over here, and this young
on
man
the carry.
has more yardage than any other Warrior player tonight. And he's done a fantastic job all year.
You need to know what his average is.
And he's one of the premiers. And he's a nice young man to boot.
So, Fenner on the stop. I believe that was George on the, nope, that was Shepard on the carry. Shepard carries the ball down to the Crabber 25. 3rd down and 3.
And there's the Crabbers. Crabbers out in front of this one. And it looks like they're going to take this one by a score of 35-0 as we're in the 2-minute warning area. This is WHCS Channel 46 as we bring you the Hampton Kecoughtan game from Darling Stadium, October the 9th, Monday Night Football.
There's Shepard on the carry again. He's close to a first down near the 22-yard line. This is the best they've run the ball all night.
And I'm wondering at this point.
Well, they've got a bunch of new players in. The Crabbers have been shuffling players in actually since first part of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Referees called timeout. They're going to bring the sticks in.
Here's the replay on that. You see him wrapped up by 3 or 4 Crabbers there. But he does pick up a little bit of yardage. Here we see him with the chains, and will they get it? Looks like they got it. Yep.
And as soon as they decide to put it up on the screen, we'll tell you who our player of the games are. Andy, put them up, buddy.
And
here we go.
Andy Foley.
Tyrod Taylor for the Crabbers. What a great night he's had tonight. And Philip Alejandro is the one that we decided to go with the Kecoughtan Warriors. He's had 5 punts. He's averaged 37.8 yards per kick. And he's been the major bright spot for the Warriors
really
tonight.
Has. He's done his best to keep the Crabbers from getting good field position, but unfortunately, it hasn't mattered for the Crabbers tonight where they started from. Their offense is in a groove.
Shepard on the carry. He's going to lose about a yard.
Well, congratulations to Tyrod Taylor and to Philip Alejandro. They're named our players of the game.
Timeout is called by the referee. Let's see.
Timeout called by Kecoughtan. They have 2 remaining.
So Kecoughtan trying to get something on the board, and of course the Crabbers want to keep the goose egg up.
Yeah, I don't think they want to let anybody score here. They've got a lot of pride in that defense out there, and
they already, out of the 4 games they've played, they already have 2 shutouts. Again, players of the games tonight for the Hampton Crabbers is Tyrod Taylor. What a great job he's done tonight.
Man,
Passed for probably close to 200 yards. Couple of touchdowns. He's got 1 touchdown passing. He's thrown. Let's see. He's thrown for 1. He has run 2 for a touchdown.
And he just commands the field, Mike. When he's in there, he sees things. He moves
and Jacoby
the ball.
Fenner, what a game he's had. Again, there's 2 games in a row that we've had the Hampton Crabbers with Fenner since he came back from being injured, and he's been all over the place offensively and defensively. And he's a mainstay on that team right now, and what a player he's turned out to be.
He has. And I want to give praise to 2 other players for the Warriors, too. 2 guys that have done a great job tonight on defense, and that is Derek Mayo and Ryan Suedo.
Well, they've both been great tonight.
I know, folks, you've heard us mention their names several times. The pursuit after pursuit after pursuit, those 2 young men just do not give up. And they've played a whale of a game. Congratulations to both of them as well.
2nd 10 as the Kecoughtan Warriors just pull the Crabbers offside. That's 5 more yards for the Warriors. Brings the ball down inside the 20.
I got a feeling we're running out of time fast.
Encroachment on the defense. Still 2nd down, 5-yard penalty.
I think we got about 2 minutes left in the game. 5, let's see, 2nd down and 5 now for the Warriors.
There's a replay. You can see where they jump off sides. It's just one of those cadence calls where you throw everybody off, and there they come. Nate Braxton, Susan Bowers, Ron Bate, and Steve Fryer on the cameras.
Peoples again. Pitches back. Uh-oh, this one's gone.
Ooh.
All the way. This is going to be a... Oh, what a shot.
Man.
As number 22, Elvon George, picks the ball up and just absolutely gets hammered.
Man. That wasn't Jacoby Fenner that made that hit, was it?
Well, he was in there. Timeout is again called by the Warriors. Let's see if we can get a replay. See who that was that actually made that final hit that stopped it.
Wow, you can see the miscue on the flip here goes right through the hands.
Peoples got hammered as he let go of the ball, and here comes
34.
Oh, man.
Number 34 for the Crabbers.
Timeout.
And I don't have a 34.
Taken by the Kecoughtan team, 1 minute 26 seconds in the fourth quarter.
I'll guarantee you Kecoughtan doesn't want to know who 34 is either.
Well, I apologize, I don't have one.
Wow.
Another great shot there once again. Nate Braxton, Susan Bowers, Ron Baton, Steve Fire on the cameras. Jeremy Ferries and Monique Bird, Monique, on the crane and camera. Andy Foley, our graphics and animation man. Mike Nowinski on the slow motion and instant replay. That young man's been busy tonight.
By the way, that was 15 cents.
Camera control operator Sarah Myers. That's for you, Andy. Camera control operator Sarah Myers. Our production assistant Renee Camden. The audio and chief engineer, Don Sherrouse, and the big guy, Scotty Bowers, our director and producer. What a great team they are.
Third down, about 22. Peoples back to throw. Over the middle. Oh, right in and out of the hands.
Open.
Incomplete.
Was that Mathis?
That was number 9, Mathis. Dakota Mathis. The ball hit him right in the wrong spot. Hit him right in the middle of the 9.
My goodness.
That little loop of the 9 is where it hit him.
Watch this replay. Mathis, I think he's a fit.
I think he probably got interfered with a little bit right there by his own players.
I think it was tipped by his own player.
That was down to the 20. That would have still been about 8 yards shy of the first down. Here we go, 4th down and a bunch. 4th down and about 22 for the Warriors. Ball sitting at the Crabbers 33.
If I'm the Warriors, I'm looking for Dakota Mathis again. I just tell him to run.
Back to throw is Peoples, being flushed out. A screen pass. For unfortunately, there was nobody there to throw it to. Incomplete pass. The Crabbers take over. They should probably just about run out the clock here.
That's probably going to do it for this game. As you can see, some of the fans already beginning to leave.
Hampton 35, Kecoughtan nothing here at Darlin Stadium. Monday Night Football, Peninsula District style. Here's a replay. What? It was a screenplay set up.
But I'm not sure anybody was there to throw it to other than a lineman.
He was hitting
that was about it.
And I believe that is the ball game, folks. Final score, Hampton 35, Kecoughtan 0. And to Zoom Sitco with locations throughout the peninsula. Subway located at 1807 East Pembroke Avenue. Great subs, salads, and wraps. And in part by Eric Thompson Realtor. Call Eric to buy or sell your home, 881-2004. And Parkline Wood Funeral Home, where Nancy Staten is the manager. Again, the final score, the Crabbers 35, the Warriors 0. Mike Hauser along with Paul Rowe.
WHCS Channel 46, your Monday Night Sports Football.